So are you. Got it now? It's on again. About this one, though.
Just use the diaphragm and speak up.
Yeah, but then Keith will get blown out. Okay, thank you, everybody. You'd think... I can roll over. You know, I thought last year that it didn't get any better. But even though we didn't win first place, you guys make us all feel like we're number one. I just wish I wasn't as emotional as Mr. Ruth is. So. I'd like to present a couple of awards, first of all. We placed 2 basketball players on the all-tournament team. These guys played their hearts out every game of every day of this week. Dang, we played 5 games in 6 days. That's as close as these guys are going to come to playing in the NBA. Pat Jones.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the fans. Your support was tremendous. And last year, I remember at this time, some of the younger kids said, I think last year's team was good, wait till next year. Everybody laughed, but went out and proved it. And I'd just like to wish next year's team good luck. Thank you.
Steve Ryman's our other all-tournament member.
Well, you guys were great, and I want to thank the coaches and the players. I mean, we kind of scared you, I suppose, the first round, you know. Just wanted to make sure you were behind us. This year we had a lot of fun. We came out 1 ahead last year, and I don't know, if we keep going, there's not going to be a whole lot of room for too many more banners, but I think we'll make room. Thanks.
Scared us a little bit in the first round too, I think. I just want to thank you all for coming again. We appreciate your support all year long. And Steve's right, we had a lot of fun this week. It was a lot of fun, a lot of hard work. It all paid off though. You know, I wouldn't trade places with Dubrook for a minute. Mr. Ruth said we'd swap them trophies though. I also want to thank the cheerleaders. They did an outstanding job. You know, if there was one group of cheerleaders that they had to lose the Spirit of Six award to, I think they're glad it was Northwestern. They worked hard all week. You know, they had a day to prepare to go to state, and when we got there on Wednesday, 15, 20 minutes after we got to the hotel, all the windows were decorated and everything looked like we'd been there for 2 days. We love every one of you. Thank you.
I don't know what really to say. Thank you, and there's a lot of people I'd like to thank. Now, I told Wade on the way home I wasn't going to cry, and I'm not going to. I'd like to thank God, first of all, for these fellas and these cheerleaders. And for the safe trip that, you know, a lot of you that were there. And it's amazing that something doesn't happen on these things, and I'm just grateful that nobody got hurt or anything like that. All year we've had a lot of good luck with injuries and things like that. So I'd like to thank him. I'd like to thank Steve Selcher for letting me be here. If he wouldn't have stepped down, I wouldn't be a part of this. I'm not going to cry. And if you compare this year's team to last year's team, which Mr. Stewie doesn't like to do, there's a couple of the same guys, but a lot of things have changed. There's been a different assistant coach, different leaders on the team, but one thing stayed the same. That was the head coach. We owe a lot to him. Thank you.
Oh, so many wonderful things have happened, and so many good things have been said. I do have one more request, and that is, let's keep Midland School going strong for a long, long time.
Senior-old. Well, I've had a lot of fun hauling these guys around the last couple of years, you know, and they kind of pick on me once in a while. And I kind of pick on them once in a while. And we have to make a little extra side trips once in a while. Like today, we had to check out the, what was it? We had to check out the Golden Corral there today, see if their driveway was all right. But all the places I've hauled these kids, pretty near everybody will tell us what a good bunch of kids they are. They never have any trouble when they come in, and they're glad to see them come. One lady told me, she said this is the best load of bus load of kids that she'd ever had in there. And that speaks quite a little for you parents. And thanks a lot for the trip.
Okay. Now I don't want to.
Oh. Well, we had a lot of fun this year, that's for sure. But, I'm kind of glad to see it come to an end in some ways. But, well, I guess, thanks.
Well, last year I had a wish to be on the team. This year it's a dream, but it's real. They say the future's in the generations. Well, the next generation of Vikings is going to be the best. We're #1 in state next year. And for anyone concerned, the overall rating was a 9.85.
Well, I'd like to wish next year's team all. I know they can win it next year. And I'd like to thank all the fans for all their support. They really got behind us this year. Dad. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Strudy, Mr. Ruth, Shorty, Carol, and the cheerleaders for taking us all over and cheering, doing a good job. That's all. Thanks.
Now we'll let Lane.
You're supposed to go first. Yeah, they might need it. But I'd like to thank the coaches and cheerleaders and Carol and everyone for taking us places. But me and Sam, we didn't play that much on the team at St. B's, but we had a lot of fun getting us over there. But so we did it twice, might as well do it 3 times.
Well, it worked last year, just so I'll say it again. You think this year's team was good, wait till next year.
Well, I guess pretty much everybody else has pretty much summed it up, but I'd like to thank the crowds and the cheerleaders and the coaches for everything they've done this year.
Well, I'd like to thank God for 2 great coaches and for the fans and cheerleaders being behind us 100%. Thank you.
Well, I think everybody else has kind of mentioned it, but wait for next year. Football's going to be good, and basketball.
I guess I'll start out the freshmen. Well, I'd like to first of all thank Steve and Pat for being such good players. I think they're the ones that should be thanked the most, along with Coach Strury and Coach Ruth. And you fans, I don't know what to say. Every time I looked around up in the stands, they seen people cheering, and it just kept me in the game. And I'd like to thank you for it.
First of all, I gotta thank the cheerleaders. You were great, and no matter what anybody says, you deserve a specific award. And all the fans, you were great also. And I gotta thank all the seniors. Being a freshman on this team was pretty good.
I thought last year was a pretty good deal just getting to state B's and getting to go and watch everybody play, but this year sitting on the bench is a great thrill. Even if I don't get to play much, so it's a lot of fun sitting on the bench.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the coaches, even though we didn't get our phones. and and I'd like to thank the fans. You guys were great. And I don't know what to say. You guys are just great. Thanks. Well, I guess it's slowly. I'll stand that way. Can you hear me? I guess I'd just like to tell everyone thank you. I mean, cheering to some people may be a pain in the butt, but it just went great because the crowd, I don't know, you guys just did everything great. Thanks.
Well, most of you guys seen me last night, and I'm not going to do that today. I told Brenda I wasn't. She could do that. But anyways, me and Mr. Strury talked last night before the game, and we said if we held up our end of the deal, he'd held up his. And neither one of us took what we wanted, but still, in our hearts, we took it. Thank you. Oh, geez. I've inherited Mr. Root's coat of steel, so I'm not going to cry this time. You guys don't know how great it was to look up there and see just a sea of red people all over the place. If you can't tell, I was cheering this past week and I lost my voice. But there's 3 great things about this. I didn't have to fix my hair this morning. I got to wear jeans and coming home to you guys.
I'd like to thank all the fans for their support that we got, and the team because they're so great, and they told us that we were doing good, even if we messed up or something. And I'd like to thank Mr. Strury and Mr. Ruth for telling us that we're the best. It makes us feel really good. Thank you.
Well, I don't really know what to say, but we were talking last night, and we realized it was our last time cheering together. But at least we did it for you guys. I mean, cheers for a team that's as great as you guys are. I mean, you guys have determination, right? And you guys are great.
Come on, JD. Come on, JD.
I don't like standing up in front of crowds, but I think the team had one heck of a team effort to get that far, and I was glad to be a part of it. And I really thought that the cheerleaders did one heck of a job cheering and going to the games and stuff, trying to get the spirit of 6. And I really wish they would have got it. And Mr. Strury did one heck of a job, but Mr. Ruth did too, but I think next year somebody better donate some seat belts.
About all I have to say is I'm glad I was able to be part of the team and be a statistician this year, and I had a lot of fun at the state bees. They were really fun. I want to thank Coach Drury and Ruth for letting me be part of the team. And I want to thank all you guys for not getting real upset when the stats weren't right because I got too into the game. Thanks.
Hey, I got cheated out of airtime last night. Like everybody said, we had a lot of fun this year, and I think one thing, or one group of people that has been left out of it, that it provided just as much a thrill, I think, is the tumblers. They provided a great show for us Thursday. Thank you, Dream, and all the tumblers.
There's going to be a coffee can or something out there for donations for some more banners. And they said when they took donations last year that they didn't realize that the track team was going to win the region, so they want to buy some region track banners for last year too. So when you're donating, think of the track team this year because they're going to win the region, they're going to have a shot at winning the state. When I stepped down from basketball, I figured that we had a shot at going to the state. With my operation coming up, I figured that I couldn't do the best job for the kids. I did not tell Mr. Ruth that I was stepping down all the way. I still expect the paycheck.
Hi there. Most of you really don't know me. My name is Barry Knutson, and I'm the one who receives all the hot mail that we get at the Pioneer Review. And to avoid some of that, we decided, we got a call one day that said, Steve Ryman would like to write the news for Midland as far as the basketball. And I think he's done one heck of a terrific job. Steve? Congratulations. And another thing, free advertising. I'm starting a gym in Phillips. It's Bear's Gym and Spa. And I'm going to present these to Steve Ryman to give who he wants to. Hopefully it's this crew right here, because they did a heck of a job. I'm proud of you.
I've got something that's just too good to keep. When we were in the cafe this morning, am I too close to that thing? Somebody came up to us, and the only way they knew us was from our Midland jacket. And this lady came up to us, and she said, "Are you from Midland?" And we said, "Yes." And she said, "Well, I think you just got a super team." And she said, "I visited with your cheerleaders out at the Plains." And she said, "I never saw a nicer bunch of girls." And I just think that's a great compliment to our kids. And she was from Dubrook.
They want me to take over, so I'm going to go through first and the rest of you follow. I think our cheerleaders should go first. They deserve the Spirit of Six the last 2 years and still haven't received it. I think from our school, we have got the 6 best spirited cheerleaders. They keep the crowd and everything behind them. There was very few bad remarks at the referees, except for one guy last night that I heard, and that was Mr. Selchert. But one of the referees was practice taught under myself, and other than stinking the place up for a couple of calls, I thought the referees in the whole tournament did a good job. But we battled from a 19-point deficit. At halftime, we went out in that first game. We were down 12-14, and a bunch of my friends from town said we thought Midland was going to win. I said, don't give up on them. And the kids did not give up. They went out there and hit a couple of three-pointers, and we were back in it. And, you know, playing in the region, we're down by 12 with 2 minutes gone in the game, and with 4 minutes gone in the game, we're up by 1. So, you know, these kids don't give up, and I think they don't give up because of the cheerleaders and the people up there pushing them, behind them all the way. I did not hear a bad remark from anybody in the crowd when we were down 19. It was always, we can do it, we're coming back. And I think it's thankful that we got second, because our people still really think the kids are something. I talked to quite a few of my friends from Dubrook, and they were going to win it. And if they lost, you know, they didn't want second place. They wanted first. I think we're happy to get what we can get. And if we don't, we're going to battle back the next game and get it, if we can. And I think we've done that in football, we've done it in basketball, we've done it in track, we've done it in tumbling, we've done it in band, we've done it in chorus. I said last year, the first time I was here, we had a grade school, I think it was a girls' game, and there was 200 people at the girls' grade school game. We got good support, and I think that shows up in what we've got here. 42 kids in high school, and I think we took 26 on the bus. Not too many people took 70% of their students and participated in the state tournament in the last 2 years. And I think that's the coaches, the cheerleaders, the cheerleader advisor, the school administration, and the fans, and the school board. You know, the school board has really been supportive of things going on. The tumblers, it costs, but they're supportive because the tumblers do one heck of a good job at our any event that we're at. You go to a state tournament and they announce that the Midland tumblers are there. You know, halftime, 80% of the people get up and go out and have a smoke or a pop. The concession workers and everything try to get in when the Midland tumblers are there. There's nobody out there anyway. And somebody said, how do you keep it going with the liability suits and the lawsuits going on? I said, I would hate to be the one to try to stop Midland tumblers, because I think you'd have a lawsuit the other way. And I think that's because of the people here really supporting it and supporting the school. Any small school is going to be proud of what, when you got 42 in high school, of what we can do. You know, every game we got a few more people there. I know the people that stayed at the Hickory House are ready to get something to eat because they did not get a lot of sleep. I understand it was really wild. You know, that's uncalled for, but it happened. It's great to come back to something like this. It's great to see the people at the ball games that were pulling for Midland from Jones County, from Phillip, from Kadoka, from Stanley County, Edgemont. You know, I went to buy tickets yesterday afternoon for some people, and we were up in, well, I think somebody said thank to God that we got there. We were awful close to it, after sitting up there. But we could still see the ball games, and you know, we got down 14, 18 points again last night, and we never gave up. We got down to 6. We could have brought it back, but the ball didn't fall like it did the night before. But second place in a state tournament, third place the year before, 42 kids in high school, and well, I don't know how many people we got in Midland, but there had to be 1,000 at that gym last night. I don't know where we find them all here, but I think the cheerleaders and the cheerleader advisor ought to lead through the lunch line, and then bus driver, coaches, and ball players.
Ha ha ha.